All right, traders, a very, very warm welcome to you all. I am Devang Mehra from the Financial Analyst, and as always, it's wonderful to have you back on our YouTube channel. In this video, as I promised earlier, I want to teach you a very, very important concept. So make sure you watch this 15-minute video or shorter. But I promise you that after watching this, it will alleviate and elevate your trading experience and profits. That's my promise to you. So, when I started trading in the markets, I always faced two true troubles, which I think 90% of the traders face. If you don't face this, you're lucky, consider yourself lucky. But the first problem, as everyone says, is the SL. That is one problem I always faced. I don't know how it's an S, but one problem I always faced was the SL. It always got hunted. If I took a trade at this price and my SL was too small, it always got hunted. And then the trade moved to my direction, talking about buying. And the same thing applies to selling. When I used to sell a stock, my SL used to be too small, it got hunted. That was one thing we cover extensively in our mentorship program. But the second thing I faced a lot of trouble in was my support and resistance levels. Even today, I have so many messages in my inbox that people ask us that, can you check these levels for us? Are these levels for Nifty Bank, etc., stocks, are they right? The reason why people ask us this is because if the levels are not right, you are literally, if you trade the breakout, it's going to fail. If you trade the breakdown, it's going to fail. So these levels need to be right for you to some extent. You can't just draw any random levels on a 5-minute chart because that's not going to work for you. So this is a problem I want to address today. How can we get those perfect levels? Is there a method that we can add the accuracy? Because eventually, being in the markets is about 50-50%. 50% win, 50% lose. There are buyers, there are sellers. No matter how good a technical analyst you are, how good a fundamental analyst you are, it's always going to be 50% chance to win and 50% chance to lose. So is there any method how we can increase that chances to win to much higher percentages? So I am going to be discussing that in detail. So guys, let's get started. Give this a thumbs up like you always do. Show us some love, comment on this video. By the way, our team reads the entire comment section you guys write. We are very thankful as always for each and every word that you guys write for us. And please share it with your friends so we can spread the knowledge and help as many people as possible. Let's get started, guys. This is called the multi-year level trading setup. It's a difficult name, but it is what it is. What is multi-year level trading setup? So rather than using intraday levels, 1 day levels, 1 week levels, 1 month levels, we are going to be using levels that are pivotal, that are extremely important in the market. How do we identify that? It's quite simple. Go on weekly charts, go on monthly charts, find out levels that are being held no matter what, no matter how strong, no matter how weak the market is, that level is always going to be held. And why do I say this? Why am I focusing on multi-year levels? It's very, very simple, guys. Because history, as you know it, whatever technical analysis is based on one assumption, whatever you do in the future is nothing but a repetition of the past. History repeats itself. That's one of the assumptions of technical analysis. That is why we are focusing on multi-year level trading. And let me tell you guys, what we will do is we'll show you live examples of how we have traded by showing you screenshots of our forum. And I'll show you that most of the money our community makes, how we mentors make, is because of build-ups and this concept. Because it's about adding accuracy, it's about adding consistency. It's not about earning 100,000 every single day. It's about earning a small amount of money and building that account as you go by. So what is multi-year trading setup? I'll give you a very, very simple example. State Bank of India. Now let's talk about the times of coronavirus. Things are really bad. Everyone has witnessed what happened in COVID, and it's quite unfortunate, but I hope everyone's doing well now. Now see what happened in COVID around March, Feb end and March. Everything fell down. Nifty from 12,500s to 7,500s. All the shares were down. But particularly what I was interested in was State Bank of India. Banking stocks were extremely low. If you remember Bank Nifty, currently it's at 30,000 odd numbers. It went to 20,000, even lower. And that was a time, there's a moratorium issue came in. There was the interest rate issue came in. There was the NPS issue. Everyone was bearish on the banks because they thought banks couldn't survive this and they didn't have that capitalization. So what was happening? I put up a video on YouTube. If you all remember this, there are people who are watching it right now who have already seen this video. I uploaded a video on 12th of May 2020. I said that SBI is trading at a 12-year low. I drew this support for you, and I explained, and I said that, everyone is bearish on banks, but look at what I'm going to explain. I said, when the global financial crisis happened, when the European debt crisis happened, Japanese earthquake, Chinese stock market crash, even COVID, I said markets will stop at 150. Do what you want, but they will stop at 150, because no matter how intense the crisis has been, SBI since the last 12 years has always withstood this level of 150. And I said in the video, 150 is a magic number. And there are about 20-30% people in our community who have bought SBI at 150. And you know where SBI is right now, 270. We didn't predict the top or bottom. We just used a multi-year level to guide us, to add consistency and to add value to our trades. Now, the question is this a positional concept, or is it an intraday concept? You can use it in both the directions. What I'm explaining it right now is a positional. You buy it, hold it for short term. However, let's say the level of 150 was broken on a daily chart or on a weekly chart. Then you can short the market. Why? Because if the level of 150, which is withheld for the last 10 years, if it's going to be broken, you go short on the market, because the next level comes to 100. So you can use the concept in intraday by seeing if it breaks or doesn't break. But otherwise, I am basically talking about it as a positional concept. I hope the concept is clear. So if you are, finding levels like this, if you go on a 15-minute chart and you are finding a level, let me just zoom it out for you. So what people, the most of the mistakes that I see in the market, which we get from our clients, is that, they open a 15-minute chart and they draw these levels. And, they say that, buy above 275, you can short SBI below 265. And that's what they come up with. And, I always tell them, markets are not about a bottom-up approach. Technical analysis for me is a top-down approach, and never look into the markets like this. You always have to zoom out of the chart, see the bigger picture, what the sector is doing, and then decide what the level is, rather than seeing intraday and taking a call. So currently, yes, things are bullish, but what if they weren't? So I hope you're understanding. Always look out of the picture, see what your chart is telling you, zoom out, see the data for the last 1-2 years, and then decide your levels. Then come to 15-minute charts and take a trade. This is about multi-year level trading. This is one live concept. It's on public domain. We don't have to change it, but I hope you made sense from it. I want to give you 2 more examples. There are tons of examples, but we won't waste too much time because you'll get the concept. So when I say multi-year trading, I don't mean you have to see 10-year data. You can even see last 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Basically, our goal is to get a level and trade on that level, which is very, very important. Because if, let's say, 100 rupees is a level of a stock holding for the last 10 years, if this level is broken, you have to buy. It's a strong level. If it's broken, you have to buy. If 100 is support for the last 10 years, 100 is broken, you have to sell. If you are bouncing from 100, you have to buy. If you are bouncing from 100, you have to sell. As simple as that. The concept, I couldn't make it any more clearer. Let's look at a couple more examples. I want to start off with another trade we gave in our forums. It was Marico. Yes, it is Marico. Most of you love this stock. It's available for derivatives. This is your consumer company, consumption stock. So why did I choose Marico? I want to show you some messages first before I get into all of this. I have got some screenshots from our forum, and this is only just a clarity. People ask us to get into the forum, but you can't. It's only exclusive to people who take mentorship from us. So we are sorry, but if you want to take mentorship from us, you can give us a call at 8080343031 and we'll get back to you. Let's get back. So I said that, I have increased stake in Marico. I'm holding now 400 shares. Why did I say that? What was the reason? Let's go to the charts and understand. See, what happens is this level of 380. Let's go to the weekly charts. The level of 380 on Marico. Most of you must have made money on Marico. I think a lot of people in the community made money on Marico. But see this level of 380. I'll make a small zone. But this was a level which was being held till from 2018. So since the last 2.5 years, markets were holding this level. And I told my clients that, this level is important. And if this level is going to be broken, you have to go long for minimum targets of 400 because it's a very, very strong level. And now let's come to the daily charts. We've done our marking on a bigger time frame. And, on the daily chart, what did we see? We saw that, when the markets hit this level, they have to go down. It's a strong resistance. But the first time it went down, it made a low over here. The second time it went down, it made a low over here. And the third time it started to build up. Look at what I'm trying to do. I have done the purchase somewhere around here. Why did I do that? First of all, we were getting a higher, our market structure was bullish because our lows were getting higher and higher and higher. And if you see, every time we hit this level, we fell down quite drastically. But this time we never fell down. We started sticking to that level. This was a time I told our clients in our forums that please buy this share. It's a wonderful, wonderful trade. And look at what happened. It's at it made a high of 420. And it's on our forums. It's again public domain. It's not something we are fabricating. All the screenshots are available. Yeah, so you can see when we bought it at 380, in just a couple of days, we took a BTST call, as I said, on that. And finally, we started trading it. Quantity increased. We went to 395. And after that, we went to even 400 levels. So you can see Marico near 400. So it kept on going up and up and up and up just because our levels were good. So I'm not saying you use this approach every day. You make your own levels how you have been taught. There are tons of ways to how to learn how to do your charting. Go on Google, go on YouTube. There's tons of ways. Lots of books you can read. But what I'm saying is you make your levels. But if you think you're having a problem with levels, if you want to be more consistent, find multi-year levels. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. And so think about it. We bought at 380 or 370. It's at 420 right now. 50 rupees gain. That's close to 15-20%. If you get 15-20% in a month, what's wrong in that? FDs are giving you 5% right now. If you go to NCDs or private companies, NCDs, they are giving you 8%. You're getting 25% in a stock. What's wrong in that? So you don't have to earn abnormal money to be profitable. Go with small amounts consistently, but have logic to back it up. Have some conclusive analysis to back it up. And save that analysis, back test it, and that will work out for you. I will show you one more example, because the more examples I show you, the more live trades we show you, that is going to elevate your experience. Learn from the mistakes that we have done. Learn from our setups, which are holding true all the time. Polycab. So this is another wonderful share. People who are trading right now know how well it has performed. So what did I decide on Polycab? Forget these levels I've drawn. It's my old charting. But in Polycab, when I was analyzing the charts, there was this level of 950. Have a look at this level. The stock has not been in the markets, in the boards for a long time. It's just listed, I think, 1-2 years back. It doesn't have too much data. But yeah, in May 2019, it got listed. But see what happened at these levels. It had a wonderful run up. But at these levels of 950, it stopped here on 26th December 2019. Even on 7th Jan 2020, it stopped. Even on 31st Jan, it stopped. Same level. It's been holding true. And when the coronavirus things happened and markets went up, it again stopped at the same level. So I was getting a feeling it's a multi-year level. It is going to be pivotal for you. And what did I decide? And then I saw, whenever you came to let me draw the zone for you. Whenever we came to this level, markets were testing and testing and testing. But finally, look at the structure. As soon as you touch here, you bounce back. As soon as you touch here, you bounce back. As soon as you touched here, you bounced back. But when you touched here on 27th October 2020, you started to build up. Or some people would say you started forming a flag. That was where we got in. That was an indication markets are looking to break and come to highs. And about, I would say 50% of people in the group have taken this trade. And you guys know it. If you have taken these trades, guys, comment in the box below. I would love to, hear what you have to say about this concept, because now you know the logic why you actually took these trades. And look at I will show you our forum now. And what was the message I sent to you? And I sent on 26th November, and I said, we have bought 200 shares of Polycab right now and 200 Avanti. Ignore Avanti, that's a different concept. And I said that total holding now is 400 shares in Polycab and 500 in Avanti. So about 3.6 lakh in Polycab and about 4 lakhs in Avanti. We took this trade on 26th of November. And you can see where it is now. We took this trade somewhere at this point of time, 26th of November, just 1 day. See the beauty. That's the accuracy. Just 1 day before it exploded. We took this trade, and after that, from 937, it's gone up about 10% to 1060 levels. This is called multi-year level trading. I hope you have found this concept good. and try it out, back test it. It will take some time, but find out these levels because they will make you rich. And I promise you that. And that's it for now, guys. Give us a like if you like this video. If you didn't like the video, subscribe. And don't forget to comment and share with your friends. I will see you tomorrow for post market analysis. Thank you, guys.